Hi and welcome to the channel. So I said I would, and it's took me a while. We're already in March, but here I am. Earlier in the year I said I would do a year-end review of my colouring supply purchases. I haven't added books because it was a crazy enough pile as it was. I wanted to do like a haul comparison video. So hauls versus reality. Every month on my channel I do, in fact on both of my channels I do a colouring haul, I do a card making haul. I'm always buying stuff. I work so much that I spend a lot more time shopping than I do actually crafting, if we're being honest. And obviously with my channel I buy a lot of stuff, I get sent stuff, I do get colouring presents from people because most of my family know it is my hobby. And so this is 2022. All of the colouring supplies that I have purchased or received, and yes, not including any books. And I've got my list to the side of me, and I'm going to go through everything with you guys and tell you the reality versus the haul. Did I use it? Do I like it? Have I even opened it? Was it necessary? Is this mental? And I just thought, you know, bit of fun, let's see. And if nothing else, it proves that no, not all of us channel content creators get rid of the stuff that we get or receive in the year. Most of us just hoard everything, especially because I do have a channel. My also issue is, even though like I've got a few versions of the same thing, I keep them because of videos, comparison videos, review videos, having them to compare to things. So this is definitely the room of hoard, and I might label my door as such, although my husband jokingly refers to it as my craft emporium because it is so full of stuff. So I'm going to bring you down and in a little bit towards the craziness, and we will start. I will try and keep my pyjamas out of the shot. So I will be picking and finding from my pile that I've created, and I will give you guys the lowdown, the inside scoop. You can only get it here, folks. Oh my god, I'm glad I didn't add books. I'd have been here all day. I've already torn apart my room pulling everything out as it is. So here we go. Right, and I've tried to go kind of by month order as best as I could through the year. So obviously I am a Black Widow fan. I love Black Widow, big fan. And so in January last year, and these may well have been a gift, I've no idea, I have the dragon set. I'm sure these were from Korea, I'm sure these were a gift. The Black Widow dragon set, and these are, well, no, like a spare set. These are a spare in addition. I'm sorry for the glare, because I'm not on my desk, I need to have the light on. You know, an extra set in addition to my set of Black Widows. You will have just seen they've still got the plastic on. Have I used them yet? No. Am I giving them away or getting rid of them? Hell no. I will use them eventually. And the beauty of pencils is I can use them whenever the hell I want. I can use them in 10 years if I want to. So they are staying in the room of hoard. But were they necessary? No, haven't even used my original setup yet, and they are a crazy backup. I fell into the Crayola hype. I don't like Crayola, and more power to the people that use these and love them, but I don't, and I'm not a fan. But they came out with these Crayola colours of the world, and you know, they're the skin tone colours, and you know, the hype is real. I managed to find a set that weren't a crazy amount. I mean, these go for like 20-30 quid on Amazon. I'm not paying that for a pack of 24 Crayola. I found them in a supermarket for a £5, so I grabbed them. They have never been out of the box. Original wrapping right here. Will they come out the box? I don't know. I suppose, you know, they're in the queue for a video at some point. I bought them to do a video on them, and eventually I'm sure I will. In fact, I will put those in the to-do pile over there. Never even taken them out the packet. Sensible purchase? No. Can I use them for the channel? Yeah. Next thing I purchased, where have I stacked everything? I bought myself, man down, five sets of these big pencil cases. I've got 2 here that are still empty. And these, I love these. These are the multi-zipper pencil case versions, because these are the ones that I use and love. And they're the 120 sets. Obviously, my other 3 have got pencil sets in them. These are reserved for pencils. I just haven't done an unboxing video of them yet, so I don't want to take them out of their case. I know. First world problems. There you go. I can't put my stuff away because I haven't filmed it yet. But I love these pencils, pencil cases. Don't get me wrong though, you can pay nearly 20 quid for a pencil case, and I can get a pack of brutfuner squares for that. So whenever some of these pop on sale, I do tend to just grab a couple. So useful, yes. Amazing, yes. I only buy the multi-zipper ones. They're the ones I like, that do the single slot. Try and get different patterns when I can, although I do label them. And for me, yes, worthwhile. I use them to death. Don't regret my pencil cases. I have a new bookcase full of them, and one day I will show it to you, but it's behind some trolleys. I'm sorting out my craft room again at the moment. From there, I got myself, I'm going to have to go, sorry guys, we do the best we can. I'm sorry if I knocked you. I got myself a set of grey washi tapes. I saw a set, they looked so much fun. Let's open this. Not this whole box, by the way, I just didn't want to rip my newly created rows apart. And it had this and this, this, and 2 more grey pattern type, maybe this, washi tapes in it, and this. So a little set of 5 fun grey washi tapes that at the time they were just fab. I had to have. I have got not one of these boxes, but 2 of these boxes full of washi tape. And I did do a massive declutter of washi tape on my card channel a little bit back. I haven't used any of those grey washi tapes that I had to have, but they're there, ready for if there's ever some kind of ridiculous washi tape need. So maybe not the most sensible purchase. I do have a washi tape problem, along with many of my others. Right, the next thing that I purchased was 2 of these A5 pocket binders, and these are a 2-pack. They came together from Amazon, and they are just A5 binder wallets, and they come in this really cool little box, both of them, so that, come on dude, they stack away neatly and are safe on your shelf. This one's not inside its thing at the moment because I need to cut these papers down a tiny bit to fit properly, and I've been too lazy to do it so far. But I love these. These were an amazing find. I keep all my postcard books. I've like pulled them apart and put them in here. And the Hannah Lynn Fearsome Fantasy pages that I printed small are in this one. I do have an A4 size that I have all of my Mariola Budek in, and these are just really fun. I will pop that booklet to one side to chop it down and put it away properly. More jobs to do. How am I out of breath sat on the floor? Right. I purchased a Tim Holtz shattered stencil because I wanted to do some fun background effects. I love stencils. I love stencils for card making. I love them for colouring. I am slowly building up quite a fun collection, and I do grab these things when I see them. I love them. I don't regret the purchase. My issue with the Tim Holtz stencils, I'm not a fan of the slimline size. I like a big square stencil, if I'm being honest. They're just so much more versatile. But I have used this all of maybe once or twice, and it is fun. It's broken glass, but I'll be honest, I tend to use it as spider webbing for my Halloween pages, so don't have to use your things as intended if you don't want to. From there, okay, right, the madness begins. I bought ages ago a pack of the Sakura Souffle pens, and they are absolutely gorgeous, and Sakura aren't cheap, and they're nice pens, and these are the ones that puff up when they're dry, and they're opaque, and you get this little set, and they're not cheap. And I have a pack in my pencil case, and this is a backup. I have a backup pack of Souffle when I haven't used my first set yet. But I saw them for really cheap, and my problem is I think, oh, well, that's a bargain. Is it though? Is it if you haven't used it a year and 3 months later, if you are still on the original set? Is it really? But I have them. I am going to keep them for a bit longer. A little bit longer. We will see. We will see. Maybe not the most sensible purchase there. I then have Sakura jelly. Oh, I bought myself a big Sakura set. I do like jelly roll pens, and I got their big set that has the what does it have in it? The Stardust, the metallic, the Moonlight, which is their normal, and their Stardust, which is their glitter. That might be the metallic, and I think they're the Stardust, and they're the normal, which I do have another set too. I already had a Stardust set, so I moved those into my backup. I hardly ever use them because they're precious and they're expensive, but I do need to use them more really, because I don't want them to just sit there and then go off. But they're amazing pens, and I don't regret the purchase. They were, you know, there's nothing wrong with them. I did also buy a separate 12 pack of Jelly Roll Moonlight that came in different colours to the ones that were in that pack. So I've got like you know, extended colours. Again, I don't think I've ever used them, and I need to, because they're beautiful pens. Like, look at these colours for gel pens. They're just fantastic. So excessive, didn't need them, haven't used them, do like them, and I am keeping them. I bought a set of 21 Posca. I haven't pulled them all out, just some of them. Let's see. I just didn't want to empty all my drawers of everything, so I do still have them all. They're in my drawer for the most part. I grabbed a handful. You will see that some of these are still in their plastic wrap, because I do tend to use more plain colours than anything. But if I am reaching for an acrylic paint pen, it is generally these. I do love these. I just don't use anything very often because I'm always working. I don't regret these, and I did get them for an alright price actually for Posca. And I wanted the smaller sizes because I had bigger sizes, so I just grabbed a set. I've left them wrapped because, you know, I don't want to unseal them until I actually use them. So that's why some are still in their plastic and some aren't. So, no harm, no foul. I do like those, just need to use them, like everything else, more. Right, from there I bought the 21 pack of Derwent Chroma Floor. These are like this. Not 21, 24 set of Derwent Chroma Floor. These are like this because they're in my spares box, because I do really like these. I've used them only about 3 times, so I know it's ridiculous, but I do have a problem with not having full sets of pencils. You guys, if you've just watched my insane pencil collection video, and if you haven't, I will pop it in the description box down below, then you will know I have a pencil problem. So of course these are now spares because I then bought the full 72 set a while later, and I just kept these because I'll be able to, you know, swap them in for the 72 as needed. So why not? I bought the, is that the one? 96 set of Sphärofarben. I'd had my eye on these for some time, but they're so expensive here in the UK. They're gorgeous colours, but you know, I didn't want to pay a fortune. So they did go down a little, but I did still pay quite a bit for this set of pencils just to be able to use and review them on the channel. I've used them like once or twice. They are beautiful colours. They're a firmer pencil, which I like. And I think it's just one of those where, you know, I have so many pencils, I only ever use a set a couple of times while they're still new. So I just need to use them a little bit more, grow to love them. Yeah, I enjoyed them. I need to use them more. Did I need them? Nope. Will I give them away? Nope. Put those to one side. So much stuff. Right, I bought the 100 set of Phoenix pencils. I fell into that hype train. These, hang on, there we go. These beautiful pencils that you see from AliExpress. They do them in a 50 and 100 pack, and these are a nostalgia buy, aren't they? Really, not a nostalgia. A collector buy. They just come in these beautiful boxes, and when you open them, every single one is patterned with these beautiful different patterns, and they're all different and pretty and gold filigreed, if you can even see that, these pictures on the ends. I've never really used them. I think they're quite similar to the brutfuner, which costs about 20 quid. So they're beautiful. I am keeping them. They actually sit on top of one of my bookcases as is, and basically as a display piece, because I forget to use them. So again, just need to use them more. They're just pretty pencils. Not my cleverest purchase, really. From there, I received as a gift the 20 pack of panpastels. I do have a video unboxing those. It's the landscape set, I believe, on my channel. I have played and tried and had a go with these. I do actually really like the panpastel. They are not cheap. They are not for the faint-hearted. I do have a few sets of these now, and quite a few colours, but I mean they do last, because you use so little product each time that you know, they're an artist grade, so stuff ain't cheap. But I haven't, you know, hardly even dipped into any of these. They'll last quite a long time, to be honest. So as I say, they were a gift from a friend of mine. I do not regret them at all. Love them when I use them. I use mine for backgrounds. I'm not quite skilled enough to be colouring in with those things. But yeah, I've bought other sets, so I like them well enough. Right, let's see. Where do we go from there? Paused for a moment there to move things inward so I could reach without leaning over. Right, the next item. Right, I was sent from Grabie a set of Georgione pencils. Let me see, am I on the right? Yep, they're 72 set of Georgione pencils. Have done a review on these on the channel, and they're these quite interesting triangular shape set of pencils. These are nice. You know, it's one of those, they're a cheap pencil set. They're nice to use, they're pigmented. I enjoyed working with them. I haven't pulled them out more than twice just because I have so many pencils. They have some lovely colours, and I'm definitely keeping them for now. I really find it difficult to let go of pencils, guys. They have to be pretty bad to go anywhere, to be honest. Because like I say as well, the minute I get rid of something, I need it for a video. I'm not into the life of repurchasing things. I don't want to have to get it again because, you know, I thought, oh, I won't use that now. I won't need it. I'm just going to hoard my pencils. Sod it. Let's see, golden satin glazing liquid was my next sensible purchase. I bought this literally for a video. and there is a video on my channel showing you how to use satin glazing liquid. So yeah, you're welcome, enjoy that. And I've used it, twice, so there's loads of it left. It is actually a beautiful medium for laying down on a page. I just don't ever really tend to need it, but I have it for when I do. Hopefully it will last. It seems okay so far, so I have that. It wasn't cheap, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it's one of those things. I showed you guys how to use it in a video, so it was worth it for that much. Oh right, okay, well this is a crazy one. In January last year, because my husband bought me for Christmas the Caran d'Ache 120 Super Colour watercolour pencils. Now I don't watercolour very often, you guys know this. These are, I am sure, a beautiful pencil. They look beautiful. I keep meaning to do the video on this so I can get them put away. I just haven't so far gotten around to it. And these are brand new, sat in their tin. That is actually criminal. So they need to go in the get your act together pile with my Crayola colour pencils. That's just bad. Right, from there, right. I am one of these crazy people that is a Felissimo Tokyo Seeds subscription payer. And this is a 25-month long, non-cancelable pencil subscription. You get 20 pencils a month for 25 months. They work out about £27 here, converted from yen to the UK. A set. Yep, do the math. That's a painful subscription. But, you know, there's videos on the channel of these, you know, lots of unboxings and swatchings for you guys. They're beautiful pencils. I don't really use them, mainly because I feel like I'm trying to collect a set first. I don't really know, but I never really regret pencil purchases. It's just not in me, so I don't regret signing up to the subscription. I have 4 months left, so I have an awful lot of those sets, and I'm going to have to find a pencil case big enough for them, but it's definitely one of my crazier purchases. Right, okay, where are you? I get sent every so often items by Coloria. They have contacted me a few times over the last year now to send me items, and their stuff is really nice. Their books are really good quality, and they did quite a while now ago send me their Coloria pencils, and I do actually really like these. So they're a 72 set. They come in this pencil case, which is a bargain in itself, because it's just one less pencil case I have to purchase. And I have actually, you can see I've used these quite a bit, which for me, it says a lot, because I don't colour very quickly. I don't get to colour all that many pages a month. So in a year or so, if I've used an actual pencil set, even an inch in, I've quite enjoyed them. It's not a sharpening issue. I've actually used these. The only thing I struggle with these is the writing. Look, all the writing's rubbed off. It's just got its number left. So I do wish that they would etch their labels in. Coloria, who's not watching this, etch your labels in so they don't rub off, and I will not have a single issue with your pencils. I do actually really like these, and I am keeping them. Pop them to one side. Where am I? Okay, I bought in April last year a 36 set of Spectrum Noir Illustrator alcohol markers. I was kind of getting into that alcohol marker train that everyone was going on with, and you know, all the brush tips were just starting to be a thing where I was like, none of mine are brush tips. Maybe brush tips will fix the problem I have using alcohol markers, and everything will blend like a a beautiful blended thing on a blended day all by itself. It didn't happen, but I do actually really like the Spectrum Noir markers. Mine are all on my big marker tower off to one side. I'm going to have to do an updated craft room tour for you guys, aren't I? My marker tower, let me see. I don't know. I don't know if it will do it. Let's see. Shh, don't tell people the mess. There's my marker tower. Yep. There's my bookcase tower. Yeah, so yeah. There we go. My Audrey Hepburn as well. Right, back down. Okay. Let's see if this is going to go back into place. So bear with me, guys. Technical problems now. Knew I shouldn't have moved that. There we go. Right. It's okay. We're okay. So yeah, I haven't binned the rest of them. I just didn't want to get everything out of the places they live. So I do have the full set of those. I haven't used them an awful lot. If I'm being really honest, I just use my Ohuhu as a marker base. I've got about 400 Ohuhu markers. They are the ones in that super big tower. And I tend to just use those. But I do really like these. And when I remember them in their little colour families, they're actually very useful. They're a nice set. It would be nice to have more. But, you know, when you just like, every so often, even I know the sensibleness of maybe not buying any more of something. Let's see. So in April, my beloved brutfuner squares were having a sale, I know. And so I bought my third backup box. Ta-da! I actually have done a shiny versus matte kind of comparison video. That's why some of my spares are out for a crazy reason and need to go back in. I just did a video half and half to see if these pencils were any different to the matte originals. You'll have to watch the video to find out, guys. I will pop that one down below as well. But love these pencils, and I have my original 120 set and my three backup sets. Have I finished my original set? I have not. Does that make 3 backup sets a little bit of a crazy purchase? It does, but they didn't cost me very much, so yeah, no, I don't know how I can justify it, but I don't care. I am keeping them. I'm keeping them. Let's move on. So from there, right, where are these hiding? I bought a set of Mungyo oil pastels. This is how long it takes me to get around to doing things. I did some oil pastel videos in January, trying out oil pastels, playing with oil pastels, and that's the first time I touched these, and yet I bought them in April. But the backlog is real. I hate these. I won't be keeping these, even for comparing them to things, because I just don't like them. I have since bought the upgrade, like the gallery edition of these Mungyo, because I like the Mungyo products. I love the soft pastels, and the gallery are much nicer. But these, the Mungyo, this kind of student grade version, absolutely no, I'm not a fan. Now, don't get me wrong, some people love these. Some people are more talented than me. I do not. These aren't staying. Do we have a declutter pile? I'll make a declutter pile. There we go. By the way, guys, if you enjoy this and you'd like me to do this again next year, or you think this is just crazy stupid, or you'd like me to do it on my card making channel as well, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. So, from there, I just need to skip past all the books that I did not include, and that takes us to don't want to miss anything, page 2. Oh, that crazy tower of marker storage that I showed you, because I'm not about to move it. They come in little trays of 6, and I bought 2 more trays of 6, so 12 more trays to be able to encompass my vast amount of hoo-hoos. And I still have markers that don't fit in my crazy tower, but those plastic trays are expensive, and I'm not buying any more unless they go in super sale again, like the last set that I got. So yeah, I did buy those. Right, I bought 2 packs in May of the Spectrum Colour Blend pencils. I bought the Florals pack and the Naturals pack. And I used these a little bit in some of a couple of drawings, and I did kind of fall in love with these. I do really like these. Now, these are expensive in America, and they seem to be like, you know, like $30 a box or something like these. But I got these for like under £10 each. I think I splurged on a last couple of boxes and I had to pay like £11 something. Now, since these are almost impossible to get some of these sets, they've probably discontinued them. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with them, but they are harder to get now, and your bulb brights you can't get like at all. I've looked everywhere. I'm not spending £30 on them. What I mean is I've looked everywhere for a reasonable price. So I bought those 2 boxes, and I do enjoy those. I was waiting to get the full set to put them away into a pencil case. And now I need to buy a bigger pencil case because I used it for something else. And that's why they're still in their tins at the moment. Okay. We're up to June. And in June... where is it? I fell into this bandwagon that everyone was getting here on YouTube. These are a little set of metallic watercolours that you can buy from AliExpress, and you get all those colours for like a super decent price. And they are beautiful. They do the job the way they need to. I didn't really need these. I have the Paul Rubin metallic set, and I do love them. I've got let's see, hang on, let me open my drawer. I've got a beautiful set that I got straight from the Art Spirits, I think. Bought those for very expensive, like ouch. My beautiful set of Paul Rubin metallics. This was a lovely gift from my beautiful friend. There we go. I've got, oh, hang on. This fun set that was sent to me from Grabie. They sent me these to review and try. There is a video of these on the channel, and these work just fine and essentially are very similar to those, just maybe without any of the two-toning, maybe, I don't know. They're just 36 instead of 50 basically. I have a box of Clearo back there. I've got some Komorebi. I've got plenty of watercolours for a person that never uses watercolour. So this really was purchased for a video. Again, I'm not mad about it. I will keep them because, you know, you just reactivate them and they work nicely. I hardly ever use. I feel like I should give these to Colouring with Care because she must go through metallic watercolours like they're going out of fashion. But they do have like these beautiful greens and purples and pinks. I just need to pull them out more. Basically, I need to accent with more bling more often is definitely what I need to do, I think. I've just destroyed that drawer doing that. Let's just close it so we can't see it. It's a problem for another day. So from there, I also bagged another box of my Colour Blend by Spectrum Noir. I got the soft tints. And I bought these from Boundary Mill for like, I think they were, I don't know, like a £5. So I just saw them in passing. I'd never seen, you know, and I'd already bought those couple of boxes. Thought, oh, I know what those are. I want those, and I grabbed them while I was out. So they're kind of the lighter colours. I also did get this pack, 6-pack of tri-blend markers. So these are the Spectrum Noir tri-blends, and what they are is they're a dark, a medium and a light of each colour in the same pencil. Very funky and gimmicky, and I just have this 6 vintage set. You will notice 3 are still in their plastic, and I just forget to use these. I'm going to put these in with my other alcohol markers so that, you know, I just actually use them, because they're lovely. The Spectrum Noir stuff is lovely. It's not cheap, but it is lovely. I just need to use them by remembering that I have them. So I will pop them to go back in my tower of alcohol marker. That brings us to July, and I bought the entire collection of distress inks. All 18 sets of 4, I believe. 17 sets of 4, 18 sets of 4, don't know. Don't know what I don't know why that happened. These aren't my favourite. I use them for my card making more than I've ever really used them for my colouring. I don't hate them, I just need to get into remembering I have them. I think the issue is I need to swatch them out. I need to spend a little bit of time, swatch them all out onto the books I got, so that when I'm looking for colours I do use them. Mine have been leaking something terrible, which is strange. Some do it, some don't. It's just very odd. I think it just irritates me, so it's just annoying me. But yeah, so I have all, I think at the time there were 60 colours, something like that, so I had all of them. I know he's just released a new colour, but I have since been very, very slowly, one every now and again, collecting the Distress Oxide. Because the problem is, what I've found is, I really like the Distress Oxide, and that is why you should try your stuff before you go and purchase 18 sets of something. Because if I'm being really honest, I would much prefer that I owned these in the Distress Oxide. It's not the end of the world. This is the thing that I and ah overselling, to be honest, and this is the thing that maybe won't stay in my collection, but we'll see. Like I say, I have used them and they do turn out nice. I just don't, I pick other things over them and then they're just not really quite getting used. I bought this, however, the Tim Holtz Distress Sprayer. This seemed very gimmicky, I must admit, and it costs a few quid, but it is actually awesome. You can press it slightly for spray, like very fine mist, or more pressure for actual splatter, and obviously the inks are water reactive, so you can lift off colour so that you end up with like a salt distress effect, and I must admit it does work beautifully. What made me laugh, however, is 5 minutes later in one of my Tonic Studio subscription boxes, I got this. Like literally like the month after. And that's their light mist spray bottle. I haven't used this one yet because obviously I have the Tim Holtz one. But I've got a feeling, considering the way that they look, that it is also going to be a beautiful spray bottle that's probably very much the same. So, oh well, live and learn. I need to try them out and compare them really, don't I? So I have that. I don't regret it. I have used it a few times and it kind of really does make me like my inks more, as weird as that is. Let's see. I then bought, because I had all these inks all of a sudden, more blending brushes. I'm sorry for the noise, bear with me. I have loads of these dotted all over the place. In fact, instead of opening those, why don't we do that? And I do use these an awful lot, but some of these are really expensive when bought from craft companies, and I can see why, you know, that everybody's more expensive than when you buy them in China, so it's not their fault. And I can see why you should support your craft companies, but I just needed so many of these that I did also pick up a cheap 20 pack from Amazon. So I have different sets, and I have a lot of spares. I have actually not used the spares that I have yet, and really I could do with, you know, I'm deciding whether to label all the handles and give things a colour, but we'll see. I don't know if I can be bothered. I kind of just pick up the brush that looks like it's got dark blue ink on it, and we go from there. I know you need to use different ones for your oxides, so I have the little flat blending foam stuck to the back of those, so I was well behaved. Apart from that, we mix and match. From there, I was sent by Stationery Pal a big box of really fun. They sent me loads of washi tapes, and their washi tapes are amazing. You get a really decent amount of roll. I showed you my boxes, washi tape problem, but they are gorgeous, really inexpensive. And they sent me this beautiful diary, which I use all the time, and they did send me also these two watercolour pads. One is a hot press and one is a cold press, I believe. They're not in English, so I'm not sure. Pure cotton watercolour paper. I can't remember the difference, but I'm sure that that is. I've used this one a couple of times, and they are, I mean, they are beautiful. There's a 200 and a 300 GSM there, and I can't fault the things that they sent to me. They were beautiful, and I have kept and used most things. My washi tape I haven't touched, I'm not going to lie, but it is in my box ready for when that day happens. Right, and then Thule Art became a thing, didn't it, where they came out with all of their acrylic paint pens, and I bought their Earth and Tone, I think. Is it Skin and Earth? The one of the boxes, which is pretty good for me, because you know me, normally I'd have gone out and I'd have bought all 12 sets of their pens, but for once I just bought, I was kind of starting to come to my senses, and so I just bought one set. I've used a couple of these pens. Like I said, I don't use acrylic all that much. I need to more now that I have so many acrylic pens. And these are very nice. They do have the plastic nibs, which I'm not the biggest fan of. They do clog to the plastic nibs. And that's why when I start using a pen, I try and use it as often as I can to get it used up before essentially, you know, it does get clogged and have to go in the bin. I do like that these are numbered, and they have a vast array of colours. In the Thule Art, a vast array. I did then get myself a Coombe pencil sharpener. This is the Long Point. I saw this on for the Frugal Crafter Lindsay Ryrich's channel, I believe. And this is like a really fancy artist version. It kind of, it sharpens the wood and then the pencil point, and it's got a couple of extra blades in there. I've used this thing once and it was fabulous, and then I think I just forgot I had it. It's been in my drawer only because at the exact same time I bought this very inexpensive M&R pencil sharpener. And it's got both sizes, so it does everything that I need. Real meaty little thing, this. And like a crazy person, like I always do, I bought a pack of spare blades for it, so I think I'm set for like the next 15 years maybe. It's a good job I love this pencil sharpener, considering how many spare blades I have. Haven't used any of those yet. I don't sharpen my pencils that much. But I do actually really like this. It's a fabulous pencil sharpener. I use my Tigol a lot because I do travel with my book. So I like that it has its thing, but if I'm sat at home colouring, I do use my M&R. I have like a little Tupperware box that I just pour all my shavings into. And I do like that one. I do feel, however, I could have maybe waited to buy my spare blades until I needed spare blades until I needed them. It could have hung on, let's be honest, couldn't it? Right, so I really hope that my camera is still filming the right way up and not sideways. That's irritating. Let's redo that. That'll be just my look. All my footage on one of my videos ended up upside down last time. Right, from there, I bought, I know, when the the Brut Macaron pencils came out, I grabbed mine on AliExpress because I just couldn't wait. So then when they did hit the Amazon site, because they are so inexpensive, I bought a backup. I have 2 backups of these now, but only because a bit back I was looking for a pencil case. Okay, how crazy is this? I needed a pencil case for them, and it was cheaper to buy another set of these with a pencil case than it was to buy a pencil case. So I have 3 sets of these now. 2 of them are backups, and if I can actually get up on my legs, because I've been sat down for so long. Look, my little mouse slippers. So I got this like beautiful case with a whole nother set, and they said they were Mellifluo, but honestly, the pencils even say brutfuner on them. So I just bought another set instead, because even to normal people that would make sense, wouldn't it? That's not just me and my hoarder ways. At that point, you may as well just buy another set of pencils, surely. I mean, I could then, you know, find someone for my other spare set, or add that to my pile of spares, which is what I did. So there's those. Right, from there I managed to, well, not managed to, but I decided to add another set of colour blend pencils to my collection, and at that point I bought the colour blend Shade and Tone, and by this point I wasn't even using these pencils. I was just collecting the set, because that's my problem. At this point, you know, they weren't a full set, so I was just collecting the other boxes. And I'm still, because I can't get my hands on the Bold and Brights, I still haven't been using those pencils, and I'm going to have to just put them in a pencil case and start doing it. It's getting ridiculous. Right, so we're into August. Haven't used most of the stuff we've bought, but that didn't stop us, did it, ladies? And I have the Tsukineko Memento Dewdrops. I believe there are, like, I don't know, like 36 colours of these all together, and I do love these. I use them all the time. They're in my drawer. That's probably why I hardly ever use my distress inks, because I had these first and I automatically pull them first. So I decided to invest in a full set of the re-inkers for them. So I have all 36 re-inkers for my Memento Tsukineko Dewdrop inks. It wasn't a cheap investment. I'm not sorry, these will last so long, and it just means I'm no longer nervous to use my inks in case my ink pads run out. And I have topped a few of my ink pads up all at once now, so these may last me the rest of my life, actually. And yeah, I do really enjoy those. I definitely can't see me buying re-inkers for my distress inks, but I think I would really like to very slowly very slowly because I do have other ink sets to collect the Distress Oxides. I really like them. I think I've got 5 now, and I do actually really enjoy them. So, god damn it. I knew I shouldn't have tried them. You know when you're just like, oh, don't even try them, then we don't have to set collecting another set of things. From there, I invested in, I was, you know, kind of stamping, crafting, obviously a lot more for my card making, and I needed a really nice fine detail stamp ink, and this is beautiful. It's amazing. This is the VersaFine pigment ink in Onyx Black, and I use all this for all my stamping, and I do have the reinker for it. Sod it. I bought it when I was buying the reinkers for everything else, so definitely use that to death all the time whenever I'm making cards. So at least one sensible purchase in this pile. Right, okay. From there, okay, sorry guys. From there, I was saying my battery dies, so we're continuing on, and we have a friend. He's asleep, so I'm not going to move him. We'll ignore him. From there, I purchased the Derwent drawing pencils, the 24 set. I love Derwent, and I heard beautiful things about these, and again they went in the sale, so I grabbed these, and I've used them once, if I'm being honest. I can't open them, hang on, right, once, and they are beautiful, and they do have Derwent's very famous Chinese white, so I'm glad to have that as well. And yeah, these are a really fantastic set of pencils. They're a little bit fancy maybe for a colourist, but I don't see it that way. I want all the fancy pencils, and so I have those. I need to put them in a pencil case and use them a bit more really, so we will see. Oh, Winston has arrived. He's never far behind Egon. Right, so we're all the way up to September. We are getting there, guys, I promise, if you're still here with me. I got, because obviously August is my birthday month, so there's extra pieces and bits of stuff in September. I got, as a wonderful gift from my friend Corey, this set of black edition Faber-Castell pencils, the 50 set. They're just going to make so much noise now, aren't they? Well, it's bath time apparently, and if you can even hear me over them too, I'm so sorry for the interruption. It's their house too, there's not a lot I can do. It's literally, I'm filming on the floor. And I do actually really like these. Was it sensible to put them into my wish list when I have Faber-Castell polychromos? Possibly not, but as I am a pencil collector, you know what I'm like, so I have added this set. I've used them once, to my shame, but I did really enjoy them, so what are you doing, Winston? Back it in. Well, he's got an itchy nose, I think. I've used them all of once, so yeah, either that or he's showing off for the camera, I'm not sure. maybe he just likes to be on film, I'm not sure. From there, I got, I do actually really like Ortex as a company. Their stuff isn't always wonderfully cheap, but so far I have found things to be really nice quality. I bought the 30 set of Ortex acrylic paint markers, mainly because what I really liked about these is that's the first time I've seen a set add a brush tip. Now, these aren't wonderfully opaque, I'm not going to lie. It's probably something to do with how much water they would have to add to them for the brush tip to actually work. So you're not going to get, like, you know, a Posca level kind of coverage, but, you know, for little accents in things, they're a really beautiful array of colours, and I've used them only a couple of times, to be honest, but I have enjoyed using them and will continue to do so. So I will be keeping those. I bought the Ohuhu skin tone set because it wasn't a part of the original big set that I got, so I just invested in the skin tone set. I believe, I can't remember, I think, is it the 36 set, their skin tones? I'm not sure at all. I just know I got the skin tone set and added that to my vast collection of Ohuhu, which I've expanded about 3 more times since, but I did buy these last year. As you guys know, I love Ohuhu. Not a problem that I got those, quite happy with them. So from there I got, hello me man, come on then, if you want. He just wants to go into the corner out of the way, so he's just trying to get round everything, you know, everything's in his way. From there I got, from my husband, obviously, this gorgeous journal set that comes with, like, it's just off Amazon, like a beautiful message to it, and it just you can kind of pop in these little refillable notepads. I use mine for, well, for my channel really, for like buddy colours, keeping track of things and colours and subscriptions for things and, you know, usual stuff. So I really love this. It kind of goes everywhere with me. I've got some spare little notepads that I can kind of swap in and out depending on what projects I'm working on and what I need, and I just really, I do. It was a beautiful gift. I really like this. It's like a faux leather, and more of a sentimental thing that than anything else. It's weird, isn't it? Like this massive pile, and yet the one thing that, you know, is really special to me is the little book that my husband got me with the engraving on it. You can live without everything else, can't you? Right, so from there, I hung on and hung on. The Artex 72 set of pencils came out. Mine are like this at the moment, I'll explain. And I wasn't going to get them. You know, I figured, you know, they're like Arteza, it's that kind of thing, and, you know, they're not a cheap set really for a budget set of pencils, so I didn't do it. I hung on, and then I figured, I'm a pencil collector and I have a channel, I'm going to end up with them, so I bought them, and then 5 minutes later, the 126 set came out. So I have the 72 set as my backup, because I, of course, have already purchased the 122 set. They're in a pencil case. I love these pencils. People compare them to Prismacolor. They're not Prismacolor, but they're nice for a budget set of pencils, and they work beautifully over alcohol marker on the Amazon paper, and that is what I mainly use these for, and I've been using them a lot. So that is those. He's going to sneeze on all my stuff now. And from there, as a present for my birthday, one of the girls from work got me a backup set of my Black Widow. I am slowly collecting all the Black Widow sets as backup. I've got about 4 of the sets now, I think, so I've got the Black Widow 24 set as a backup. They are the updated ones with the coloured ends. He has changed them ever so slightly from the original. So I have also a spare set of those. Keeping them, love them, just obviously haven't ever even anywhere near used up my original. I clearly think I use up pencils faster than I do. So from there I also got the last 2 big sets of the colour blend. We're gonna come down and in a little bit. The last 2 sets of my colour blend Spectrum Noirs, the big sets anyway. Like I say, I've given up on the Bold Brights, I'm not doing it. So I got the Essentials and the Primary, which brings me, apart from the Bold Brights, to a full collection. I haven't even... Again, I've used this set somewhat and really liked them. I think it's this set maybe that... don't even have the plastic off yet, so like I say, I need to get these all put together so I can start actually using them. I am terrible. Until my sets are in pencil cases on my shelves, I will not use them. because I just forget. They're on top of my cupboards, out of the way, and I just forget they're there, because it's not like I don't have a couple of sets to pick from. Right, another present from my wonderful husband. He updated my Chroma Floor set, which is why that small set is a spare, to the 72 set. So I have the full set of Derwent Chroma Floor. I've used these like twice. I do really like these. I know a lot of people compare these to Prisma. I wish everybody wouldn't compare everything to Prisma straight away. I have never, in all of my many sets, found a set of pencils that work exactly the same as Prismacolor. They're a very unique, soft kind of pencil. The closest I've probably found are maybe the Luminance, but they're a much nicer pencil and in a different way, and also they're all more expensive, although in the UK Prisma are kind of rivaling them at the minute. They're not cheap here. They're not a Prismacolor, they're nowhere near a Prismacolor. They are, however, a beautiful pencil. They're very vibrant, they are softer than a lot of Derwent's brand ranges. Not as soft as their Colour Soft, but they were marketed as a colourist pencil. It's why a lot of people, they kind of note the thinner barrel. I just think a lot of it, they were supposed to be a cheaper range, to be, you know, because Derwent are an artist brand, their pencils are expensive. They were just a range that they brought out for colourists. They're a colouring pencil. So yeah, I have those. I'm not sorry, I just again haven't used them very much, and you need to use them more. We are coming towards the end of my purchases now. Thank the Lord. Right, so in October, because in September, oh no wait, no, I'm still in September, sorry, because obviously for my birthday, in August it was a big birthday, that's why there was quite a few things. I turned 40 last year, so what I also got, I got some serious pencils for my 40th. I also got the 72 set of Pro Colour as a gift. Some of these are out that I am trialling at the moment. I've hardly used them. These are a super firm pencil, really nice for detail work. And I've enjoyed them so far. I've hardly used them at all, and they're still in their box because I haven't even, obviously I can't do a review, an unbox and a review until I've actually used them a few times, and that's why things take me so long to get round to. So yeah, and the other thing that I got for my birthday was the 150 set of Holbein. My wonderful dad for my 40th got me this amazing set of pencils. I know it's very controversial, the Holbein, you either like them or you don't. I do like them, and I actually, on Japan Discovery, they are a much better price than other places. I mean, I've seen these up to like £400-500, whereas they were actually about £230 on there. So, you know, I've paid that much for Caran d'Ache and things, so it's just not the end of the world for me. It was a beautiful present. I probably, well, no, I say probably, I don't think I've invested in a set of Holbeins for myself, because they are, you know, that is not cheap. I think these have all got mixed up now, whoops. I have some out because I am trialling and using them on a page on some different papers and things, so I haven't done my unboxing yet, which is why they're not in the case. I do already own the 50 set of pastel pencils, so the pastels will end up, I'll already have spares of my Holbeins, guys, that is so exciting. And these come in this absolutely beautiful boxed array here. So they've got foam underneath and these nice little fabric pull tabs, really sturdy cardboard drawers, trays. It's a tray, not a drawer. Get it right, Emma. And I do really like these pencils. And it was just a beautiful gift. Such a lovely thing from my dad there, because he knows that I'm into my colouring. It doesn't really make sense to him, but he's a beautiful person, so he supports what I want to do, and so asked me, you know, what I wanted, and I said, if I'm being really honest, I would love for you to put some money towards this set of pencils. And I showed him my pencils and said, you know, if you can put some towards that, I would be so grateful. And then 5 minutes later, he's like, ordered me my pencils. So I am keeping these. These are absolutely mine. They're staying. I love those pencils, and I will do a video as soon as I can on using them, I promise. So from there, that takes us to October, and my October haul is what I mean when I showed them. And for September was my wedding anniversary, so my darling husband got me a set of the Caran d'Ache Neo Colour 2s, the 84 set. I have had the 30 set of these. No, 30 or 15. One moment. Okay, yeah, I had the 30 set, so I definitely didn't need any more, especially because you guys know how much I actually watercolour. But he bought me this big 84 set, and these are beautiful watercolour crayons by Caran d'Ache. These are just absolutely fun. They come in their metal trays. Thank you for that, Egon. And they're just a beautiful set of colours, so I am absolutely thrilled to have these. And of course, I've used them one time, so I really need to get my finger out and use some of these beautiful gifts I've been given. I just have so much stuff. That's not a complaint, by the way. It just means that, you know, I try to rotate so stuff doesn't see as much use each month as it should do. Right, from there, I purchased a little bit of a crazy purchase, really, but I just really wanted to have these. I got the Sarah Renee Clark colour cubes. I got cube volume 1 and 2. I just did it all in one because the shipping is no joke on these to the UK. He's back. I know, you're alright, you're not in trouble. And these, of course, are the colour palette card. No, that isn't. The colour palette cards. You get 500 beautiful colour palette cards. And I got those. That happened. And I'm hoping to do some kind of colour palette challenge at some point for the channel, and maybe start up a hashtag. I've ummed and ahed over hashtags for a long time. I've never done a colouring hashtag. I know, guys. Criminal. Hello, you. And I do need to. I want something that's inclusive for people. I don't want to pick certain books or certain pencils, because I just, you know, the idea is not to make you buy things if you don't have them, or to feel like you're excluded. So I need to, you know, find a way that anyone could join it. And I figure, like, colour, even if you have a set of 12, you could probably manage to create the colour palette. So I think we'll be safe with that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Right, last couple of things. From there I got, because I'm an idiot, I really like the colour Technic, but I just can't get those anymore. And I bought a new 50 set of my, I know they've got some colour Technic in, but it's because I've taken my new pens out and put in any half-used one. And so I got a 50 set of the Chromatech. It's 100 sets. You get 50 pens and 50 refills of the glitter gel pens, because I only like glitter gel pens. you know, I don't like anything else. I finally realised this about myself, and so I only buy, I like the metallic and the glitter gel pens. I just don't really ever use the normal ones. They're always kind of scratchy and so I did get a new set of those so that I know I have those colours and I have refills. And I've kind of sorted all my set out and decluttered all the extras. Hello you. So that I have those all sorted out. Thank you. Right, from there I bought a sensible-ish, not really, because I haven't used them yet. But a couple of months ago, when did I get them? In November. Get off me, dude. Right. In November, I love the Sakura Jelly Roll Glaze pen in black. I never really use the black. I've got the full set, but the black I use a lot. So I've got about half a pen left, I think. They do last me quite well, actually. So I bought a 3-pack from Amazon so that I have backups of those, and will use them, love them, use them all the time. And then the last 2 purchases that I made of supplies in 2022 are, come on, movie butt dude, the Color 240, because you guys just kept requesting them so much, and I bought these, and then 5 minutes later they came out with a 300 set. I'm not doing it, guys. I'm going to stick with the 240. I haven't even opened and reviewed these yet, because I mean, they're essentially either going to be the Ortiza or the brutfuner, so they're going to be very similar to whatever budget pencils I tend to use. But I grabbed them because I know they'll be nice, and you guys want to see them, want them reviewed, and of course a lot of you guys have them, so I figured if I'm doing colour alongs, I do try and make sure I have the most popular budget brands that people use for my colour alongs, so I grabbed them. I did it. I'm not buying the 300 though. And then I saw this again in Boundary Mail. I saw a set of the Colour Blend soft tints. If only I'd have picked up the Bold Brights. And they were like £6.50, so I just bagged myself a spare box. And now, considering how hard it is to get the Spectrum Noir colour blends, I am kind of umming and gnawing about picking up a spare set of the whole range. I think that might end up happening so that I have them. Even though, see, even after this whole video, have I learnt anything? No. No. Emma, no. Fail. But yeah, guys, so the reality of that crazy haul videos all year long for my channel is I've used a fraction of the stuff. Those hauls aren't a normal person's hauls, they're a channel owner's hauls, a hoarder's hauls. Have I still got all the stuff? Yes. I don't just immediately sell on anything given to me or anything that I purchase to show you guys to dupe you into buying it. I just hoard it. I hoard everything. It's all hoarded in here. I try and buy things that will last because I know it will be a long time before I get to them. I have really chilled out on my colouring book purchases, I must admit. These last few months have seen me realise the things I like and the sensibleness of my colouring book collection. The fact that I won't be able to colour them in my lifetime is an issue. So I'm trying to only stick to kind of, must-have collection items. I've really cut back on buying any Amazon paper books. I colour on the Amazon, it's not the end of the world. It helps you with your skill level, but there is an absolute pain sometimes. It's not quite as joyful as some of the, those beautiful papers that you can work on, so I don't tend to kind of just buy random Amazon print books anymore. So that is helping my collection not grow quite as quickly, I must admit. And I am a bit fussier about buying ones from the artists that I like. I don't just automatic purchase anymore. I'm trying to take a YouTube skill and watch a flip through on things like other normal, sensible people do. I hope this has been enlightening, interesting, crazy in different ways, and that you've enjoyed the video today. I know it's excessive, and I basically just proved that I don't use most of this stuff, but there's really no point giving me crap in the comments because it's going to make no difference to me in any way. I'm going to continue to live my life the way that I do, so I can kind of, help you save your time and effort by not bothering, because rude comments will just be deleted, people. So apart from that, have an amazing week, guys. Have a fabulous weekend. Happy colouring, happy crafting, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.